Hey guys, welcome. It has been quite a while since our last update here on YouTube, but Project Harmony.AI is still alive and kicking. Today, we are officially releasing version 0.2.1 of our AI character middleware Harmony Link, which comes with a lot of fixes and improvements which will make setting it up as easy as never before. On top of that, we are excited to show you a bunch of other cool stuff we've been working on, which will help us with increasing our development speeds in the future, while also putting you back in control of your private data by running all services for your AI setup locally on your machine. So let's take a quick look at what's in this release and let me show you a few things. Key features of this release are a new Harmony Speech Inference engine and the open sourcing of the weights of our performance-oriented voice cloning model Harmony Speech version 1. Harmony Link features multiple updates and a new configuration UI, and for those of you who are maybe concerned about privacy or just by default want to run as much as possible locally on their machine, we are also releasing a Quickstart toolkit for doing exactly that. Aside of that, we've been working on a new, rather simple plugin which allows you to use Harmony Link to control a VTuber avatar. And last but not least, let's take a peek at what's planned for the future. Our new Harmony Speech engine builds on top of the idea to make recent developments in open source speech AI accessible through an unified API and software architecture. It's forked from Pygmalion AI's popular Aphrodite engine for large language models and has been significantly rewritten to support multiple model architectures and toolchains across different hardware platforms, as the architecture diagram shows. Its API is conformed to the Open API standard, allowing for easy adoption and usage within existing tooling, and also it's extensible to add more models and more complex processing logic in the future, and, most importantly, fully open source, available on GitHub. Link in description. This brings me right over here to our next speech-related news. We are open sourcing the model weights and also the code for our high-speed voice cloning model Harmony Speech version 1 as part of this release. Harmony Speech was developed back in 2023 and was already used as part of our tech demo we shared last year. While the voice quality may not be state-of-the-art anymore, it's however especially optimized for good performance even in CPU-only environments, which makes it an option to consider for any local AI setup which requires speed or needs to preserve resources. And while the output model only supports the English language, it is however able to clone the characteristics of any voice, no matter what language it is in. The model weights have been made publicly available on Hugging Face. The link is provided in the video description and also the Harmony Speech Engine documentation. Let's continue with Harmony Link. The most prominent upgrade in this release probably is the new config UI, which for sure still needs a little love and isn't fully standalone yet, but I think it's a significant improvement over manually messing around with JSON files as it was necessary in previous releases. Harmony Link now also supports a full standalone mode, which means it's not contacting our servers at all if that's enabled. This new version also comes with new AI backend provider options for Character AI and Kindroid, and of course it natively supports our Harmony Speech engine for all the voice-related stuff. Aside of that, there have been many technical improvements under the hood, especially for voice-to-voice conversations. A new setup tutorial explaining the basic setup has been uploaded to YouTube together with this release as well, and you can get the new version of Harmony Link via our website or as a Docker image, also being part of our local AI Quickstart framework. And that brings me to my favorite part of today's release, our local AI Quickstart framework. Essentially, it is a GitHub repository containing Docker files and predefined configurations for all software that's needed to operate AI characters locally, including Harmony Link, Harmony Speech Engine, the Speech Engine UI, and our modified variant of Uberbuga's TextGen Web UI to allow additional API calls when needed by Harmony Link. It allows you to run everything locally on your machine and monitor what's happening via logs in Docker Desktop. Also, running everything locally has another key advantage aside from saving money for third-party services and a high degree of privacy. You basically have no latency between the services, allowing for immediate processing and faster reply speeds by the AI. To give you a small glimpse of how that looks like with our latest tooling, I'll sneak in a little demo here. So, what I prepared here is a setup of Harmony.AI's local AI Quickstart tooling running in Docker Desktop and a small campfire scene in Studio Neo V2. It is running on my development machine, which has for sure a powerful but outdated processor and a 2 generations old medium-class graphics card, an RTX 3060. Still, it allows me to run all of the AI models and even the studio software on full settings within its 12 GB of video RAM. The scene we'll be joining features a situation where I'm on a hiking trip with a girl named Yuka and her brother Simon. Simon passed out already, giving Yuka and me the chance to get to know one another a little better. Oh, look at that. Seems like Simon passed out already. Yeah, it was quite a long trail today, I guess.
I love how quiet it gets after dark. The sounds of nature are so soothing. Yeah, it was quite tiring, but it was worth it.
Yeah, indeed. How long have you guys been doing this already?
Since we were kids, really, my dad used to take us on these trips every summer. We've been doing it for over a decade now. It's become a tradition for us.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I'm not that much of an outdoor expert, but thanks for allowing me to join you guys.
Plus, it's always nice to have a new person to share our adventures with. It's not a problem. We're glad to have you here.
Stopping here for the sake of time, I'm not quite sure whether it was perfectly visible, but the goal of this quick demo was to show that even on average or older hardware, it's possible to run this kind of setup nowadays and have almost real-time and good quality conversations with AI characters without having to rely on cloud services. So that's it for the local AI Quickstart framework. It is available on GitHub, and the tutorial on how to configure the major parts of this Quickstart setup has also just been uploaded to YouTube. If you want to try it out and maybe have questions, I'm also always happy to see new people in our Discord. Now let's have a quick look at this little friend here. This is a new plugin for VTube Studio, integrating AI functionality into virtual VTuber avatars.
Hey there, I'm hanging in there, just waiting patiently for our next demo session. How about you? Everything under control? I'm ready when you are, so just say the word. Looking forward to continuing our chat and exploring more virtual possibilities together. What's on the agenda for today's adventure?
Again, for the sake of time, I won't extend this one right here, right now. There will be, however, a more extensive demo for that one appearing soon. The plugin, which showed all these log lines at the side while running, loosely builds on top of the VNGE plugin, but this time is written in pure Python. It might be extended to control more features for the 2D avatars in the future. The main advantage of using VTube Studio is that it doesn't require much system resources, and therefore can also operate in very low-spec environments. Together with the release, we also published a quick setup tutorial here on our YouTube channel, and further instructions and the source code can be found on GitHub and our website. And these have been all the news for today's release. Let me round up here with a quick outlook on what's planned for 2025. I know I've already been promising this since last year, but I'm confident that we'll see some progress with behavioral and perception features for AI characters controlled by Harmony Link this year. Looking back, it's amazing to see what our AI projects achieved over the course of last year, and still seeing new cool stuff and improvements being released every week. A lot of that will likely find its way into our project as well, allowing us to use synergies there. A way more obvious thing still to be done for Harmony Link, however, is also to allow for a standalone config UI, so it can, for example, be configured via a browser if it's executed within a container. For Harmony Speech Engine, we are still missing a bunch of core features I'd like to see, as well as adding a bunch of new AI voice-related model architectures and features like emotional control of the voice when speaking. And finally, grow the ecosystem around the project. As I always said from the beginning, the goal of Project Harmony is to inspire collaboration and creating an environment which puts the AI in focus, not just one of the many possible software or game environments it could run inside. It's a topic I could debate hours about, honestly, but this would be widely out of scope right now. Therefore, I'll just say thank you very much for watching and participating in this first release of 2025 with us. I'd love to see some of you guys playing around with the new stuff, and would be pleased to meet some of you also over at our Discord server, so we can chat about new developments and the future which lies ahead for AI. And of course, I'm always happy to help with technical issues. Feel free to leave a few stars over at our GitHub pages and follow our YouTube channel. And if you like what we're working on achieving here and think this project is useful, please also consider to sponsor us via Patreon. It starts from as low as $1 per month. Thanks again, I wish you a great time. Racer 2021 out.